The Oscars aren't what you think. Hey guys, Seth here. And today I want to talk about getting ready for Oscar season. The idea for this video started from a place of frustration with the Academy Awards. But I hope this will maybe change maybe my perspective and maybe yours on how to view and enjoy the awards season for what it is. In an effort to be a good wannabe movie snob, I wanted to watch all the upcoming movies that would probably be nominated for Best Pictures. But several are not streaming in movie theaters or available to purchase anywhere. In fact, the only reason they even made the ballot is because they played like in an LA theater or New York theater for like 2 seconds. So they can be, eligible for the award. So how is that the best movie of the year? How can these awards represent a whole year that they weren't really a part of? How? Then it hit me. This isn't really what the award show is for. Like a movie. But really, it's like a real-time marketing battle between studios. Think of it as like the Hunger Games, where A24 is Katniss, and then all the big meaner guys are like Disney and Universal and Sony. And so maybe if we think of it as the studio Hunger Games, we'll enjoy it a whole lot more. Okay, so let's dive into the history of Oscar campaigning and the history of the Oscars. Back in 1929, there was a quiet dinner honoring the achievements in filmmaking. By the 1940s, studios realized Oscars were not just about artistic recognition, but they were a powerful marketing tool. Winning or even being nominated for an Oscar could be an increased box office revenue, more prestige, and honestly, a permanent spot in Hollywood history. This realization marked the birth of the Oscars campaign, where studios poured resources, swaying Academy voters. Every major studio faces a dilemma. When you have multiple films that could be contenders, which one do you back? Splitting resources could hurt both films' chances. So studios often pick one to push, a decision that can lead to heartbreak. Let's look at 1993. Universal had Schindler's List and Jurassic Park, two powerhouses. While Jurassic Park cleaned up in the box office, they chose Schindler's List. And the gamble paid off. It won 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director. There you go, Steven Spielberg. But then there's 2008, where Warner Brothers faced a tough decision. Should they back Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight or focus on the smaller drama, The Reader? Great film. While The Dark Knight earned immense critical audience praise and studio praise, they prioritized The Reader, which landed a Best Picture nom, but many still argue The Dark Knight was snubbed to this day. It used to be simpler. You throw a few screenings and send out some screeners. Now it's a full-blown operation with social media, big events, public relations. Studios now invest millions in for-your consideration campaigns with exclusive timed ads, exclusive events, and interviews to keep their films in the spotlight as long as possible. For example, 2019, Netflix spent $25 million on Roma, ultimately securing 3 Oscars, including Best Director. The stakes have not been higher. Some decisions became legendary and honestly frustrating. In 1998, Miramax had 2 strong contenders, World War II, Thin Red Line, and the dramedy romantic Shakespeare in Love. Harvey Weinstein famously chose to back Shakespeare in Love, launching one of the most aggressive Oscar campaigns ever, and it worked, leading to the Best Picture win over Saving Private Ryan. Crazy. 2007, Paramount faced another kind of challenge. They had 2 masterpieces, No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood, released under the same banner. Ultimately, they campaigned harder for No Country for Old Men, which did win Best Picture. And There Will Be Blood took home Best Actor for Daniel Day, I'm the Best Actor Ever, Lewis. Now, the rising of streaming platforms has added a whole another layer of complexity. Netflix, Amazon, Apple, they've all joined the fray and often juggling several contenders. 2020, Netflix had The Irishman and Marriage Story, and they split the resources and they won nothing. They got several nominations, but they didn't get any wins. Meanwhile, Apple took a different approach, focusing in 2021 on Coda. The result? A historic Best Picture win, proving that a focused campaign can make all the difference. In 2024, the Oscars saw a significant development in studio campaigning strategies. A24 faced with the tough decisions. They had Zone of Interest and Past Lives. I love Past Lives. So good. Both earned Best Picture nominations, showcasing the studio's ability to balance competing campaigns and still do pretty well. In this year's campaign, we got Netflix and Apple continue to dominate. Netflix is choosing to back Amelia Perez, while Apple's focusing on Honora. Both are getting crazy buzz right now for the 2025 awards. We'll see what happens. The history of Oscar campaigning is filled with tough choices, strategic gambles, and unforgettable moments, for good or for worse. Studios have to balance the artist, the business, and the ever-changing landscape of the industry, right? But when they get it right, I don't know. Are the results timeless? When they don't, I mean, they don't get the win. Is it better or worse for movie watchers? So as we prep to watch the Oscars, remember every trophy has a story. And behind every story, there's a studio making high money stakes decisions to bring it to the spotlight. And maybe you don't know what movie is the best. Maybe you just want to applaud what studio has the best marketing game and plan to win the Oscar games. So here we go, guys. Let's go watch our favorite marketing campaign award show, the Academy Awards. Anyways, guys, this is Seth from How to Be a Movie Snob. Keep watching movies, and I'm still going to try to watch all the movies, and I hope you will too. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.